It's the most important Wembley match, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's an important one. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. It's one of them.
And how do you think you're going to nullify his clinching? Because it's something that he does all the time.
Hitting the back of the head, in the body. Maybe be a bit aggressive and try and punish someone when they're using their tactics. You use your own tactics. So you fight fire with fire. I think because I just had a fight at the weekend, I'm still like, I could still fight now. But I have to dip. You have to dip off. And I think that takes about 3 weeks because you have to let your body relax. And then I'll pick up again, moving to April. So I'm not just going to keep on going because I think I'll run out of energy. So I'm just going to have to dip off. But I'm still quite high because I had a fight on Saturday. Yeah, it will be. I think it's one of them things that you never really truly take it in until after the event or, after your career. Because when you're in it, you're part of it. You're working. So like the security, even though they're working, even though they're part of the event, they're working, they're focused. Do you know what I mean? They're watching for any type of errors. So it's the same with me. Even though I'm part of it, I'm here to do a job. Sparring's different. Sparring's completely different. He stays in there for 15 rounds. I go in there for 4 or 5 rounds. Sparring's different, But the fight is what's important. And that's why it's the same as how is your press conference? They're not aggressive. How is your sparring? But then they go and get knocked out in the fight. The people who talk the loudest are the ones so it's all irrelevant. It's important that I perform in the ring. Not watching it, no, but I remember him telling me that he's left his gold medal in a museum to give people inspiration. So people of his country can go to the museum and see his medal, see his handprint, so that the youth can kind of get inspiration. So I realised that through what he achieved, he gave opportunity to the people. So that was good of him. He's the old lion that's still roaring.
Do you like the fact that he calls you little bro?
He said that way before, so it's not like it's a dig now. So I listen to what people say. So he's said this before, 3-4 years ago. So he's not changing his tone. It's just how he approaches and uses that word to call me.
But do you like it, or is he belittling you?
No, it's fine.
Eddie says you can't fall into this trap of this niceness and maybe trying to hold.
When he's punching me in the face April 29th, then I'll know about it. Like, it doesn't. I'm not going to be like, oh, go on, have one, Klitschko. Do you know what I mean? You're a nice guy, have another one. No.
I believe to be Olympic champion, this is the top of the game. You're the best in the past 4 years, so once in 4 years are Olympic Games. You're best in the world, and to have 2 Olympic champions in the same division, watching professional ring, that were different Olympics champions, it's something extraordinary and different. So, because usually fans can complain and say, well, his opponent is not strong enough or not good enough or whatever, but you cannot say here anything. We're pretty equal. Maybe I have more experience, but he has more youth. Maybe, I have anticipation more due to experience. He has more strength. Maybe he has. So there's a lot of maybe some, and it's pretty well placed together. It's a 50-50 chance. And that's what I see, that's what I'm talking about, not as a promotion of the fight, that's actually the truth. Well, he was even then very athletic. He looked very athletic. He won his gold. I was right there observing it. I was speaking with Emmanuel and calling him. I said, did you see him? He said, yeah, an amazing talent. And I never thought I'm going to fight this man. A couple of years later, I'm going to stand here at Wembley Stadium and actually will promote the fight where Anthony Joshua is involved. So I never thought about it. As I said it to Anthony, I never thought when we talked to each other and we sparred with each other, we're actually going to end up in the ring fighting. You never know how life turns around. Suddenly he has the belt that I had. And I look at this belt, so familiar to me because I've been traveling for a decade with this belt around and in a suitcase. Now actually, Vladimir, it's not your belt. You need to actually get this belt to touch it even. I don't want to even touch it because it doesn't belong to me. So life is an interesting thing and things change quick. But I consider it as a challenge that I'm taking seriously. And as I mentioned at the press conference multiple times, I'm obsessed with the goal to become a champion. I love it. Be different or die, Richard Branson, your countryman, said. And I think we're promoting this fight differently, not with same thing where chairs and tables and glass bottles are flying around or fists in the face before the fight. So we're definitely putting a different image for the sport and different look, because fans will enjoy it. We're enjoying it, and I think it's all good, and it's a pretty round and clear story to fight here at Mecca of the sport, at Wembley Stadium, that's worldwide known, with two guys that are the same size, that were Olympic champions and world champions, and pretty much at the same level. It's amazing to be involved in it. I would love to watch this fight from the side, but I can't, because I'm lucky I can be inside of the ring. So how many people in this world can stand in the middle of Wembley Stadium and show their performance? I think we've been very lucky with Anthony to do that, and also the referee. There's going to be a third person in the ring, in that square ring, walking around. So I think we've made it.